Good morning. It's Monday. Oh, look at these little geese I found. Look at those little geese. There's a couple over there. My company. It's Monday after winter break. One kid home, sick with a stomach bug. Sorry guys, I'm the human. That's okay. It's gross over here. Wow. Okay. What do we want to channel about today? I would just want Rosalind Jocelyn to channel the highest possible frequency message I can do from the state I'm in, and also maybe some guidance on a regular morning activation that I can do by myself to get my energy in the right place. I'm trying to work on running, but I'm not up to it yet. They said run before dinner. It's really fun. Actually sounds really fun. Like, that's how I play. I like running. It feels like dancing when you play music while you run. It just feels like you're dancing. It's fun. It's like, dancing takes too much creative energy. I don't want to think that much, but running, I don't have to think about what, I don't have to, do I look good, blah, blah, blah. Like dancing, I have to look good. I can't just dance to move my body, but running, I can just move and breathe and listen to music and enjoy myself. So I'm not there yet though for the morning. So how do I wake up? God, that sun's gorgeous. How do I wake up? It's hermit mode, and I am really just trying to listen for new energies. Remember when I first started channeling? You have to sit with your mind and your thoughts for so long that you go even further than the surface thoughts that kind of pattern and cycle through. And the thoughts that are even after those thoughts, those will fade. That's why the 15 minutes of walking was so important. Outside, there's something about being outside where the wind just pushes your density behind you. It's like it really is. It feels like the air blows the density off me like water off of fabric. The density just, floats away because I'm outside. It's that easy. Just 15 minutes outside. And I've been trying to do it for 20 years. No, not that long. Whatever, long time. And that's how I understand habits are so hard to change, because I've tried changing them and it's hard. It's hard to change, and that makes me think about mammals and reptilians, and it just makes so much sense. So, okay. Kelly, you are already channeling. That's the difference now. It used to be switching it on and off, but now you wanted it bad enough that you have been gifted a constant lifeline all day long. That's the difference now. And they mentioned to me today, since they're just talking to me all the time, that the days are getting longer now. It's January, the sky is blue, and we're in the middle of winter. So we only have more and more and more of this to look forward to this year. These blue skies, this gorgeous warmth that's melting all of the coldness. Things are going to defrost now. We've been cold, and now things are going to defrost. This is symbolic for you, Kelly, because you're coming out of your dark night. And it's synchronistic that you want to talk to us at 9 a.m. with the sun shining, and it's getting warm, and it's a blue sky, and you got a lot to look forward to. You know that, yes, it could be scary, but it could also be exciting. And it's that choice. that you're still working on. It's that choice to be conscious. But now that you've fought hard enough for that consciousness to rescue you from your karmic issues, because you reached for consciousness and not still within the realm of karmic lessons, but you reached into consciousness to fix it, that's the difference between the hustle of an ego and a hustle of a light worker. A light worker is going to hustle for the light. And they're going to look like the ego solution as like a failure. Because I knew I could go get a job. But getting a job would have taken me away from my kids when they needed me. So that would have been a failure. I needed to figure out a way to stay with my kids. But going to the farm took me away from my kids too. So I did my best. So remember the optimism. And well, you're definitely ready for live because you're channeling all the time. So you don't have to worry about whether we'll show up or not. Now it's going to be like, are you ready for integrity, Kel? That's it. That's what you're waiting for. That's why you stepped into hermit mode. You're like, oh, I'm not fucking ready for this. Child trafficking, live public channeling? Stoned? What the hell am I doing? Boy, these geese are loud. What's that about? Horns? Trumpets? Yeah, it's time to step into the light for me because I'm holding the truth. And so I kind of need to tell a lot of people what the truth is. That's why I know everything is going to get attention, because people need to hear this. And so far, nothing. Crickets. Like, I want it. I'm scared of it. I know it's coming. I don't think I'm ready. That's where I'm at. And I don't instruct people what to do in these videos. Someone said I should give people instruction, and no, I don't know. I don't like telling people what to do. I don't like doing it. But I'm trying to show you what I do so that you can go about your day and then experience it and remember that I talked about it and go, well, that's what she meant. That's what she's talking about. Because it's like an energetic psychic experience. It's hard to put words to what happens on this journey of channeling. And that's what I want to do, is teach it. And I don't know how to teach it. They haven't told me exactly how to teach it. They said, well, here's a story. Here's a story about God. And God had a teenager, and the teenager ran off and did all this bad drugs. And then the teenager got sick from the drugs and decided he wanted to go tell daddy sorry. So the dad the whole time had put a GPS listening to him. Oh my God, he's doing that again. And then when he heard his son say, I want to come home, he activated a communication. Okay, he turned the phone on. And that phone is the Holy Spirit, which can look to us like anything. Kelly doesn't like plastic or the deep state, but it's all just a mirror of your own guilt looking back at you. But you still have so much love that it doesn't look like hell. God loves you so much that even in hell, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm in hell right now, but this water is flowing. And oh, look at that. It's just really pretty and serene and sunny, and I'm like also scared of my day. I'm scared of my day. So I have to pray all day, because the fear that I have is the anxiety that comes up when I have to do my mundane tasks for the day. That's what I don't look forward to, the same shit that shows up every single day, and I hate doing it. So I guess that's what I need to shine light on. I need to rewatch some of those boring videos that were like, I don't want to listen to this. Those are still relevant. That's what they're saying. All the boring messages that were in these videos are still relevant to me, and I need to integrate it. But I don't have to go back and watch it because it's all in the 5D. So I can just channel all day and they'll tell me what I need to know. And that's what I want other people to be able to do. And I'm just now getting there myself. So all of this was just a day in the life of a light worker trying to figure out how to communicate with their spirit guides. There's the light workers out there that can't channel like this. But we're probably all figuring it out at the same time, because I just keep watching these videos that are saying the exact same thing. And that's how I'm getting confident, because I'm like, I'm right. Because Joe Dispenza said it, and Abraham Hicks said it, and Bashar said it, and Cryon said it. And I'm like, I fucking channeled and was confirmed by Cryon? And like, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So a lot of humility. But so that's how I know. That's how I know. That's the kind of stuff that I get as confirmation. Like, I channeled it, then I heard him say it. And maybe it was a year ago. The video was from a year ago, but he confirmed it for me. So I'm channeling Mary Magdelene, and she has no problems with marijuana, because I never really channeled her with her name really before that one. And my eyes are closed. Oh my gosh, in that video, they're so closed. And I'm like, I want to put this on TikTok, but I don't want to put this on TikTok. Mary Magdalene, what do you think about that? Maybe that's what I need to find out right now. Do you think I should put that on TikTok, or when? What are your, really? I feel like I am embarrassed of the marijuana. I really am. That I've allowed myself to be videotaped as much as I have, like, that is like shocking. So, Mary Magdalene. I said, are you there? That's what I just felt it. I felt her energy. She's just like a rose, just like sweet and gorgeous. And it makes me want to cry. Like I don't feel worthy to channel her. I don't know why I'm crying. I don't understand. Wash it away. Let it wash away. Her energy holds a healing frequency. That's why. When you think about her and you feel her power and her strength and her beauty and her truth, you see how much further you have to go. You just want to go fast, but you don't know if you can. Just videotaping myself as I learn. I'm learning right now. The videos are helpful for me to see what happened. I've been studying this for 20 years, but I never watched myself go through this. So I'm showing you guys what it looks like, so you can see the part that we don't, as healers, we don't see ourselves cry. I'm crying on video. Mary Magdalene made me cry on video. She goes, it won't be the last time. Okay. We all know crying is releasing it. I've been told intellectually that your tears are holding the density. Your muscles, the twitching. Getting the density out can look like crying. It can look like running. It can look like stomping. It can look like acupuncture. It can look like hugs. It can look, it can look like barefoot walking it, you're charging that, you're sending it into the earth directly with your footprint. Do it more. Do these things. Don't talk about them. We don't care what you know. That's why Kelly isn't successful on the outside yet, because she knows it, but she needs to do it. Humanity, you need to anchor it. You need to anchor it into the earth. Kelly, take your shoes off right now. Okay, yes, ma'am. Wait, am I still talking to Mary Magdalene? Okay, I'm going to assume Mary Magdalene is still talking. She said, take your shoes off right now. Yes, ma'am. Can I get my sock off like that? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Mary Magdalene. You didn't say anything about the pot. Okay, good. Well, first of all, I don't really care about what people think. Can you tell? I don't care what people think. If you want to think I'm a prostitute for like 2,000 years, I'll just roll my eyes. Okay, is that where you're at, really? That's the frequency you're at, that you believe I was a prostitute, really? I'm sitting, whatever. Which is fine, because prostitutes are carrying a very important story that needs to be looked at. We need to be looking at how our women are treated. Okay? Yes, put a microphone in front of a prostitute. Okay, can we do that? Okay. They've been in the shadows. And why? Why are our women in the shadows? That's more interesting to me than whether or not pot's embarrassing. I don't care about pot embarrassing you. Get over it. Okay? Get over it. Don't give a fuck about them. All right? Those people that are fucking worried about that dumb bullshit, they're on a different frequency. You're not, just don't even give it your time or energy. Your frequency is justice. And your tool and your weapon and your ability is consciousness. So, okay. So we are excited about what's coming because it's guaranteed. There's no going back now. You're past the point of no return, meaning like you're guaranteed, you're set. You're on track. It doesn't, you have a few tracks to choose from, but they're only good and better. You know, there is no bad track for you, Kel. Because you just know that you know that you know. And you're on set and you know who to just don't give a fuck about. Okay? So the people who are listening, despite all the errors in your videos and all the whatevers, the people that are still listening, you've gotten through all those filters to get to this message. Well, they're going to see abundance because we want this message out and we're in charge now. Okay, Donald Trump just got elected, and that's that doesn't mean that he has the power to change things. It means that he's stepped into position at the same time that he was aligned to step into his higher self's orchestration of everything going on, because everybody's higher self is involved. And your human, earthly, it's like a little game. It's like the picture. It's like we're up here writing and scripting, and then you're the projection of it in this little game matrix holograph that you're playing in. So you guys are representing what's going on up here for us, right? So when Trump became president with that election, what happened was those of us, it was a reflection of the power that was established up here as well, as within, as above, so below. Okay? You are below and we're above. And as what's going on earth is going on up here. So you guys are just acting out. Your ground crew, someone called it ground crew. Okay? Houston, whatever, you know. So, but there are still veils because Kelly has no idea who she's working with. She has no idea. She knows that the Pleiadians are involved and the Hathors are showing up and Sekhmet is involved and Mary Magdalene's involved and Jesus is involved and the Holy Spirit and Metatron and Melchizedek and shamanism and Waldorf and nature and midwifery, I hiking and community and eating healthy and correcting the behaviors that were guided by the wrong authority. And I know all of this is what I'm dealing with, but I don't know who my sisters or teacher, I don't know that. I'm just by myself. I've done all of this by myself. I mean, I've had teachers. Yes, Jan Englesmith and Colleen Benelli, Laura Shansky, and now Stormy Calder, and a few other workshops and books and whatever, and video, YouTube people. But other than that, like, I don't have a colleague in person. Like, I don't even know anyone else who channels. I don't know how I didn't find anyone. They're all on the internet. I don't know. I don't know. So, that's it. I guess that's what I'm gonna make a video about right now. I don't know what that was about. Mary Magdalene, thank you. Okay, so you, as an entity with the name Mary Magdalene, and I assume you have other names from other planets and lifetimes and stuff, are you one of the Hathors then, also? Yes, but we don't need to get into that right now. Go ahead and consider them separate from Mary Magdalene, because she had a different lifetime with a different lineage biologically, and that your mind isn't really ready right now to put that story into a channeling, because you haven't studied it yet. So I don't have the language for that. Okay. So you're kind of Pleiadian. You're asking a lot of questions about who I am, and we don't want you to get wrapped up in who is who. Okay? If you know Jesus, as Yeshua, as Sananda, as, Buddha's dad or whatever, it's part of the story. It's part of the 3D, and we do not want to get, because there's so much to learn about the 5D, we want to use as little language as possible from the 3D, because the more 3D language you use, the more it keeps you there. So just keep your God's stories as fables. Don't make them more real by trying to put the pieces together. We want you to rise above the 3D. Okay, let it go. You're in a feeling place now. You're trying to communicate what you're feeling. You're trying to communicate what you interpret inside your mind and heart. Do more of that. Okay, write about that, draw about that, paint about that, meditate on that. And so Mary Magdalene is holding a frequency that as I feel her frequency, it is uplifting and intimidating at the same time. And apparently it's divine feminine. Yeah, so if I say such and such Hathor was Mary Magdalene, someone's going to worship Mary Magdalene even more. Whereas really it's the divine feminine that was originally there. Before Mary Magdalene ever existed, we just put her on a pedestal because she's in the Bible. We hear about her all the time, and now we're like glorifying her. So they want to avoid that glorification of them as idols, because they just know more than us. They are a different evolution of us. We can become them. So Jesus isn't a separate son of God than us, that is elevated above us. He's one of us, but he just went to school and studied and practiced and did it and anchored it. He anchored it first. So we're saying, get to it. You had your teacher. Go follow him. Go do what he did. Go investigate him and explore that. And Mary Magdalene has a piece of that story too. Her story's going to come out now. Gosh, it's everywhere. So, but it's only going to come in on a plate of joy. Okay, joy. Don't forget the goal in the fight. There's a way to play the fight and whatever, navigate that. But the prize is the joy. And getting to the prize means you got to get familiar with joy in order to receive more and more and more of it. And that's really what solves all of this, is just discovering joy. So as it gets heavy this year, it's a good idea to find ways to Anchor in the light. Have these women's circles so that you can anchor in the joy. Okay? And the opportunities to channel at these women's circles will happen. But make it about fun. Fun. Teach through fun, Kel. Make it fun. I'm going to repeat this to you whenever you talk to me, okay? Okay. And so it is. Namaste.